Welcome back to my Christmas holiday in South Africa. In part 1, I had you come along with me in the surrounding areas of Joburg, where I had a touristy experience over my typical homey local experience of being back home. Now we're entering the most touristy part of my holiday, my first time in Cape Town. 3 days of uncharted areas will be explored. Also, if you haven't watched part 1, the link will be in the description below and in the top right corner. Once my parents and I landed in Cape Town, we went to hire a car, which took longer than expected, but from there, we then made our way to our hotel.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride.
We finally made it to the hotel in which we stayed at Garden Court Hotel. It has such a beautiful view from the car park. Once we dropped off our bags, we went out to explore the streets and to look for a place to get lunch since we landed in the early afternoon. We drove through the colourful houses called Lukas, which is a significant part of the Cape Town's cultural heritage. The colourfulness was a form of expression of freedom from slavery. So we parked and made our way to the restaurant. Being that we were in the commonly known Cape Malay district, we got a taste of their food. Obviously, the common South African dishes were integrated, but I love how multicultural South Africa is and yet how united we all are. Although it's rough history, South Africa is and can be beautiful. Coming from Australia, Australia's multiculturalism is obviously different with its own history and culture, but I love that both places I call home are multicultural. Let me tell you, South Africa's nature is just amazing because the most expensive fruits I would buy in Australia, like mangoes or pomegranates, for example, are just growing in people's backyards. When you have a community, you can just visit each other's homes and indulge in the abundance of fruit. That's what I typically do whenever I visit my family. We always have a bucket load of mangoes. Now back at the hotel, we checked in and decided to stay in to rest up for the following days of activities. The view from the room was also very beautiful during the day, nighttime, and sunrise. I actually don't know how I woke up so early to see the sunrise, but These are the moments you really take the time to appreciate life, praise God. It's really humbling. On that morning, I got ready and headed for breakfast. Now mind you, this trip was only approximately 3 days and was very much spontaneous. It was mostly a relaxing yet eventful trip, but I know that the next time I'm in South Africa, I'll have a well thought out touristy itinerary and I'll hit up all the missed spots. Today's first activity, we went to Table Mountain.
I know man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. 'Cause I found my way.
I lost my parents. I was assuming my parents were behind me, so when I was about to tell them, "Oh, look, it's so cool," I realized those people behind me were not my parents. I thought maybe they were still coming out, so I waited a bit and looked around the area close by, so maybe that they'll see me. But As they say, it's gonna be cold. Guess what? The cold never bothered me anyway. I'm gonna survive. It's not even that cold. I swear it's been colder in Australia than this. The only difference is it's windy, so it's like it keeps hitting you. But when the wind is not blowing, it's chill. Where are the parents? They just disappeared. Guys, I finally found them. After a good solid 20 minutes. You know where they were? They were at the gift shop buying jumpers.
Lost his hat.
My parents may have warned me about the cold, but I also warned them about their hats and how windy it was outside, which led my dad to losing his favorite hat. If we had a long stick, we might have been able to rescue it, but like there was nothing around that screamed, "This stick is reachable." Oh well, a new hat it is.
That's Robben Island. Decided to put my hoodie and sunglasses on because yeah, I'm getting cold now the higher I get up. It's really windy, so I don't know if the audio is going to be as great, but that's okay.
So we kept following the trail a bit and made our way to the other side of the mountain that was overlooking the coastline. The wind grew so much more worse when we got to the coast side of the mountain. I could barely keep my eyes open. Like my tears were just flying from the sides of my eyes. But after seeing the coast, we made our way back to the cable car to go down and meet up with my sisters for lunch.
Down, the floor will be turning once again for your own safety. Kindly step away from the sides, let go of the silver handbars and enjoy. Capture as much as you can. Here we go.
It's nice, eh? Yeah, dude. I don't think I've come as far as Camps Bay. I've only gone as far as
Here,
Clifton.
you feel like you are living your life, right?
Yeah.
Two of my sisters live in Cape Town, so they showed us a bit around.
The face. Do you know why the face is there? Is it just okay? I've seen like this type of sculpture like around Cape Town. A lot of times, but not. I don't know why. I think it's like some famous artist, and they just like putting his work around.
Oh, I like it up here. Mantra Cafe.
Apparently the water, the ocean, is colder in the summer than in the winter, which is apparently why you don't see many people swimming in certain areas. But it's also said that the Indian Ocean side of the coast is warmer than the Atlantic side, so maybe that's the reason. I don't know, you tell me what you know in the comments.
I don't know if I'm gonna get it right.
Guys, so there's this YouTuber called Ines Yilmazer. I love watching his videos, but I remember coming across the South African house video, and I don't know, to me it was so cool to see something I once saw on a screen in real life. Like, look, it's right there. That house is just there. Like, guys,
No, it's fine.
You just keep going with this. No, you go.
We can still make it onto Clifton. It was here. There's not enough space.
This is Clifton. We're entering Clifton beaches.
This is Clifton. Yeah, and there's several beaches along Clifton, and they're like beautiful. And there's Clifton Second is where the wind doesn't like catch it there.
So you see how the car parks here? Parking? Down below is the hotels. So you take an elevator going down along the cliffside.
That's so cool. I wanted to. Next time I come, I'm gonna stay in one of those hotels. If I have the money.
It's my laughing. It's gifted of God. It's money laughing, but I don't have money.
now guys, hey, Matthew 6:16 to 21, okay? We will receive our rewards in full and I will store my treasures in heaven, and that's where my heart will be. This was very much paraphrased, but you get the gist. I'm rich in spirit and blessings. But how humbling is it to really reflect on your life? It's so important to acknowledge how much of a privilege it is to experience such amazing things in life. Learning about the world around you truly teaches you how significant this life that God has given us is. It really has encouraged me to not just travel for quote unquote fancy moments, but to truly embrace how the locals view and experience their lives there. I just wish I was there in Cape Town a bit longer.
Something
It
popped
just
out.
went out. It went under.
Yeah.
Surely come back up again.
What is that?
I have no idea.
I can't believe people just end.
It can't be a whale.
Stairs.
We've reached the waterfront, aka the torture place.
AKA, it's not that torturous right now, right?
So my sister calls waterfront torture front, possibly because it's a tourist attraction, so maybe it's overpopulated. I actually can't remember why she called it that, but who knows. I noticed that there was a lot of art placed around Cape Town.
Sorry, man.
It really brought color to the city, which I loved. I can now see the hype around all the talk about Cape Town, and I've only been here for 48 hours.
It's not.
Cause I found my way, my way, my way, find my way, my way. Cause I found my way, my way, my way, find my way, my way. I found my way.
Anyways, this is where we end day one of our gallivanting. Bruh, I was just trying to start off my morning with a beautiful view. Somebody else had other ideas to just look through my window. I don't know. Anyways, for today's activity, we will be going on a boat/yacht tour and a bus tour so we can soak up as much more of Cape Town before leaving.
Do you see the
I'm actually now curious about what these faces are. I'm gonna try and Google it. If you find it before I do, let me know. It wouldn't be South Africa without music and dance around the corner.
From the top, then you're gonna go to the bottom straps, everybody, and the bottom straps they go around your waist.
We were trying to look out for dolphins on this yacht tour. We kind of saw one. I don't know what that is, but I think it's a dolphin. Anyways, for the rest of the tour, we relaxed, took pictures, and someone actually proposed on that yacht. So we had a celebratory drink with them. I pray that they had a blessed wedding. As you can see, now we are on our bus tour. It's a hop on and hop off bus, but we stayed on for the duration of it to ensure we saw everything we could. I wanted to note down everything that the bus was saying so I could share it with you, but then I wouldn't be taking in the whole experience at present. But I do remember the radio saying that this side of the mountain is called the 12 Apostles. The one thing I remember is that. Guys, I can't believe my trip in Cape Town is over and that I'll be going back to Joburg for my last few days with the family before going back to my home in Australia. It's my last breakfast and I made sure to eat my money's worth. I mean, it is my parents who provided with the whole trip, so I'm eating their money's worth. Needless to say, I was making sure I got what we paid for.
Johannesburg. My name is Kalaya. I'm the head cabin attendant on today's flight, and assisting me up front I've got Kajal with me and Miso at the back.
Goodbye, Cape Town. Truly miss you, but until next time. I got back to Pretoria, and on the second last night in South Africa, I played card games with my cousins.
Ke mang o tshwara mang ka tsoe dilo semanya so fetse
nna ba le ntshware
seta
pelo or diamond
ala ntsa so no wena tadi so no wena mama
tshware ka re tshilo la tlileng diamond
o sendilo zikana diamond
nakufila baby nakufila baby
lomo
you diamond nduka
Hey, Sammy, can I get diamond?
Put the diamond.
Diamond. Diamond. Lilomo. Yo. I'm saying, I know your comments. How did that happen?
Junior. Red Duke. Wala sa karta. I was my
wait, now put in an ass.
Ay, hanggalan sa speed dagi. Yes, tudan ta. Speed dagi. Ay.
I only stayed in South Africa for approximately 2 weeks, and so that meant even though I arrived in South Africa with my mum, I was traveling back to Australia by myself because I had work. I have never traveled by myself, especially overseas, and so it was quite emotional to not have my mum with me because every year since I can remember, from as little as a baby until now, I've always traveled with mum to South Africa. I tried not to cry, guys, but I'm being vulnerable here, okay? How am I not supposed to get emotional when the airport starts playing Christian worship songs? Like, I swear, I don't really hear the airport play that type of music, and I just decided to. It was like a reminder that the Lord was with me, and so that made me even more emotional, hence why the tears were coming out. But let me have my moment, okay? You know what, though? It was like God was preparing me for the next chapter in my 20s, and I can't wait to share a snippet into that.
We are expecting good weather en route, but occasional bumpiness is pretty normal, especially during our climb out because of these clouds around the airport. So we strongly recommend you to keep your seatbelt fastened all the time you are seated, even if we have switched off the seatbelt signs. And before this end, we'll come back to you to give you the last weather report from the city of Doha. Meanwhile, relax, enjoy our 5-star service in charge of Miss Mitzi Verdadero, and we should be ready to depart in the next 5 minutes. Just finishing our last preparations. Thank you very much for your attention and preference, and enjoy your flight.
The power went out. I don't know what that means. You can't even see anything.
My flight from Doha to Perth, the power went out, but I arrived safely back home. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to stick around for my next series, and I can't wait to see you then. Bye!